Hello everyone, nice to meet you again with the Disney 3D Art channel. In today's video it will be the character Sergeant Calhoun from Wreck-It Ralph. Sergeant Calhoun is a major character in Disney's 2012 animated feature film Wreck-It Ralph and its 2018 sequel. She serves as the non-playable protagonist of the first-person shooter game Hero's Duty, where she must fend off monsters known as the Cybugs. Calhoun was programmed with the most tragic backstory ever, rendering her stoic and serious. She ironically finds herself teaming up with the ever-cheerful Fix-It Felix Jr. on his journey to find Wreck-It Ralph, after the latter accidentally flew to Sugar Rush on a spaceship, carrying a Cybug, when he game-jumped to her game. Calhoun originates from Hero's Duty, one of the more recent games of Litwick's arcade. During gameplay, she is the head of a sect of which the player is a new recruit. In pursuit of the Medal of Heroes, Calhoun acts as the interactive guide for the first-person shooter, leading them through waves of Cybugs while offering in-game intel. According to her cohort, Coet, Calhoun has been programmed with the most tragic backstory ever. On the day of her wedding to her true love, Dr. Brad Scott, Calhoun forgot to complete one of her highly important perimeter checks. As a result, a Cybug broke into the wedding chapel as they were exchanging their vows and devoured Brad, Calhoun screaming in anguish as she grabbed a minigun nearby and opened fire on the monster. The tragedy left Calhoun with a hardened heart and a bitter outlook on life. Unlike the other video game characters whose jobs are over once the arcade closes, Calhoun and her troops play a crucial role in the survival of their world. The Cybugs in Hero's Duty have very simplistic AI, so that their only instincts are to kill and consume anything in their path. Should they ever escape Hero's Duty, the entire arcade would be put in grave danger. This non-stop struggle also plays a role in Calhoun's excessively serious demeanor. According to director Rich Moore, Sergeant Calhoun was initially written as a male character. The gender flip occurred because Moore felt that a male action hero was an overdone concept. When the animators later encountered difficulties with translating Felix's 8-bit appearance into a more contemporary aesthetic, it was noticed that his 3D model was easier to design when he was alongside Calhoun, which led to the idea of pairing them up romantically. Calhoun went through a number of design changes. In some iterations, she had skin camouflage. In others, she had raven hair and a predominantly blue suit. She was also a cyborg at one point. Calhoun is hardcore, tough, and incredibly strict. She commands her troops with a firm and authoritative hand and exhibits a fierce tenacity in which failure is never an option. She has no tolerance for shortcomings and does not hesitate to roughly reprimand her soldiers, and additionally seems to enjoy goading them with taunts to increase their drive. Although Calhoun comes off at first as crass and insensitive, she is very serious and stoic when not engaged in gameplay. Her tragic backstory has left her heartbroken and untrusting. With a dry sense of humor, her backstory and dedication to her job make her consider herself a soldier first and a woman second. Against her programming, however, Calhoun is not entirely devoid of emotions such as sympathy and solicitude. For example, she is unwilling to perform acts of violence unless warranted as a form of punishment. She was uncomfortable with the idea of harming Felix in the Nesquik sand due to the hero's innocence. Furthermore, her extreme devotion to duty is a partial result of her selflessness. She values the lives of video game characters and carries a majority of the burden of protecting the arcade, brought upon her by the Cybug's defect programming. When danger arises, she works tirelessly to prevent as much damage as possible. During the climax, she was ultimately willing to sacrifice her own life in order to protect Vanellope von Schweetz. The glitch was unable to leave the game, prompting Calhoun to remain by her side for as long as possible. Though rarely in a situation which she cannot control, Calhoun is trusting towards others when urgency calls for an open mind. This is evidenced by her willingness to trust Felix's plan to escape the Nesquik sandpit, and again when she trusted Wreck-It Ralph's plans to save Sugar Rush from the Cybug invasion, despite her initial, and completely validated, distrust towards the bad guy beforehand. Although she does not voice it, Calhoun can be very impressed when others take the initiative and this proves successful. She is clearly impressed by Felix when his plan to get them out of the Nesquik sand works, and she even smiles when Ralph creates a beacon which gets rid of the cybugs. By the end of the film, Calhoun managed to open her heart to others once more. She moved past her programming and found love anew in Fix-It Felix Jr. Her expression during their wedding indicates that she has developed into a much happier individual. She also seems to have a dark sense of humor. As after Vanellope jokingly ordered everyone who was mean to her to be executed, she smirked and said, "Oh, this place just got interesting." She also tends to use peculiar phrases in her speech that directly contrast her serious demeanor, such as, "Flattery don't charge these batteries." Civilian and the cybugs would chew up that game faster than a chicken hawk in a coop of crippled roosters. First is paint the skin, then color the blonde hair for Sergeant Calhoun. Next is to wear an sergeant outfit for Sergeant Calhoun. Finally is to draw the hairstyle and then decorate the face for Sergeant Calhoun. So the character Sergeant Calhoun from the movie Wreck-It Ralph has been completed. If you like this video tutorial, please like and subscribe button to receive the new notify. At the same time, download the app and go to the website DisneyStore to shopping online, as well as Disney Plus to watch some movies and TV shows for free, used by many peoples of the world. Thank you everyone and see you soon.